Today was a perfect example as to why I only need VWAP. If we look at the trade I took today, we're going to see exactly why. So going into today, it seemed as if we're going to be incredibly bearish. We're finding ourselves down at the support level, right down here at the 5,880 levels. But as we go into the open, we're going to see that price has other plans and it decides to sell off, giving us a nice 15-minute opening candle closure below the daily VWAP. This alone flips the bias of the day, and we just continue to move lower. So I understand that, okay, hey, I'm no longer looking for longs because VWAP is telling me that in the short term, I need to be looking for shorts. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, next week, who knows? But right now, today, because we're day trading, I need to be looking for shorts, which is why I'm listening to VWAP. And that is exactly what I do. So I can't get in anywhere here because if I try to get in, it's just going to be catching a falling knife. So what do? I want for a pullback to come in. And ideally, I want to pull back to either the New York and the daily. So that way I can take a bounce play and a rejection off these two key levels. So that's exactly what I do. I'm patient. I'm waiting for a price to pull back. Once we do get that nice pullback, and we also get a nice print of a bearish rejection candle off the VWAPs, I then get in, enter my short. As luck has it, I was one tick away from getting stopped out, but luckily I stayed in the trade. I didn't cut it. I just saw my thesis through, and then we made our way below the low of day anchored VWAP, and then I was actually able to kind of get out around the 1 hour area. My exit wasn't the best, but I was able to end the day green and make some money today. Now, the reason why I believe so strongly why VWAP is the only indicator that I personally need and that I think that other traders really need is because of how accurate it is. Taking these bounce plays and just seeing how price reacts around the VWAP will get you winning trades. As we're going to see, as I'm approaching this trade, I don't want to get in just because it touches VWAP. I first need to see how price reacts to it. I want to see a clear rejection. And looking at the 2-minute candle, this candle right here was our clear rejection. Now, yeah, today I could have made more money, and let's actually see how I could have made more money. All right, so this is how pretty much the day has ended so far. Right now, the market's still open. We only have about another hour in the market left, but I caught my move and I had to get off the desk, which is totally fine. But we're going to see here that we have 3 opportunities to where we could have gotten in. We could have gotten in right here where I got in, and then I took my exit down at 52. So it was okay, about like 5.5R. And then we could also got in once price came back up, rejected the daily once more. And then again, once we have that nice bearish candle closure, that's when we can get in, kind of go for another scalp. And then for the third rejection, we can get in off this one as well, off of that really bearish candle formation right there. And then we close back below the low of day and also the New York VWAP. We can then get in and then really take price all the way down to the previous day's New York VWAP. And then now looking at the charts, we actually had a 4th opportunity to get in short as well, because here price broke below the previous day's New York VWAP, retested it. You could possibly get in here, but then the best opportunity is right here where we see that price tries to take the previous day's New York. And it looks like it's going to take the previous day's New York for a brief moment, but then it's quickly retraced. And as soon as this candle closes, I mean, you can get a nice move. And I wish I would have caught this move, but I just was not ready to catch this move. And then you would have made beyond 2R with this move. And it's wonderful. This is why I strongly believe that VWAP is the only indicator that you need. And it's the only indicator that I use. It's the only indicator that I use to help me dictate a bias, to help me understand, okay, when I should be getting in the trades and when I should not be getting the trades. As you use VWAP more and more, and you get more screen time using VWAP, you're going to notice how to trade using these VWAPs. Like, for example, today, you could have used the daily in the New York as the top of your range, and then use the previous day's New York, which was the yellow VWAP, as the bottom of your range. So if you're looking for shorts, you can get at the top at the daily in New York, and then sell at previous day's New York. You're going to see these things play out a lot. And with more screen time and more experience using VWAP, you're going to find finding these entries being a lot easier. Now, this is why I love VWAP, and this is why I think a lot of other traders, especially beginners, should really start and just focus on VWAP. But if you enjoyed this video and this review, please check out my other ones, as I think they're really good and really helpful. But I'll catch you guys on the next one.